Hi everyone, it's Art Talk Tuesday. So nice to see you all again. Thanks for tuning in with us. My name is Jackie G and I'm with Gwartzman's Art Supplies here in Toronto. And as always, I like to tell you that we're located between two of the best locations that I think we are in our city, Kensington Market and of course Chinatown. So if you're ever downtown visiting, please stop in and say hi. I think you would find it a treasure trove of all kinds of goodies that we offer in art materials. We've been in the industry for over 50 years and in this wonderful building that feels like a home to me for over 75 years. So I hope you're all having a great day. There's lots of great stuff for me to talk about with you today. Don't forget to like us on Instagram if you're checking in. We are always offering something of interest, reels and all kinds of great info that we have from many of our suppliers and things that we want to share with you about any of the art materials and what's going on in the art industry, which I will get to you later in our chat. So a couple things I wanted to tell you about. In case you don't know, we are currently running a contest and it is a really nice prize package. I happen to have one of them here and we have been advertising. It includes all kinds of goodies. We have one for TikTok, one for Instagram, and one for Facebook. Of course, you can enter as many times as you like. You follow the instructions that are listed on each of those social media platforms and hopefully one of you will win. This is open to, unfortunately, only Canadian residents. We will send it to anybody in Canada. So that is a great idea in case you're looking for a little treat to get started for back to school. There's really some really amazing goodies in there. We have something else that we've been running for a while, so if you're interested in applying, if you want to showcase your artwork or your space, this is something that we like to promote for artists, and you just have to get in touch with us and send in photos. There's all kinds of instructions that our staff have that can tell you more about it. I'm sure if you check our past IGTV or any of our posts, you'll see some of the artists that we have shown, and really it's open to all across Canada. I don't think we'd have a problem in showing anyone from the United States and elsewhere. We love to showcase artists. That's why we're here. So please stay in touch with us. Also, I know it's something that I'm thinking about it months in advance, and I'm sure a lot of you now are thinking about it. It's back to school season. I mean, literally, it's back to school season. So I wanted to tell you some things that we have for back to school, and I also wanted to tell you that there are so many classes that are back for anyone who wants to take some classes. And so I made a short list just so I would tell you, and of course, this is not limited to what we offer here in Toronto, and I'm sure anybody who's watching from elsewhere, there are probably some great platforms through your libraries as well, college, university programs. There's tons of stuff. I know there's lots online, but to me, often getting in front, being with other people is really a great way to do it. Mass on, mass off, whatever they offer, but certainly your creativity, you've got to let it out. So some of the classes that I made a list of, and I'm going to read them to you. We've got the Art Gallery of Ontario, located right here in downtown. Toronto District School Board, I did see their flyer, so I know that they are offering in class this year. Toronto School of Art, TSA, for any of you who don't know, it's been around for many, many years, and they offer some wonderful programs and very, very talented staff. Worth Gallery, who does a lot of drop-in classes, and I believe they also offer other classes as well, so check them out, also in the downtown area. The Academy of Art Canada, if you're looking for instruction on really classical drawing and painting, that's the place to check out for that as well. And OCAD-U, so OCAD University offers evening courses and day programs for many of us, and so it's certainly something to look into. University of Toronto, School of Continuing Studies, there's Seneca, Ryerson, George Brown, everybody's got some really, really great classes. And of course, I know I'm leaving out a lot of places. So check out online, see what you can take a class in and let your creativity go. Our back to school sale starts next week. So there's lots of goodies in there. I'm not going to share any because I want to keep them a secret. So if there's anything that you're looking for, check it out when it becomes live. And so what I wanted to show you today, of course, I always like to tell you some of the new products, and I actually left something so that I could just open it with you because it just arrived, and I sometimes will order certain things based on a description and something that I'm intrigued to see what it's going to be like. So I left that for today. So aside from all the goodies that we have here, we'll get to open something, as I say, live, and you'll be able to see it. Now I wanted to tell you about a couple things, and I have them here behind me, these Speedball kits, and why I brought them out in case anybody's interested. I saw online where they're trying to encourage some very expensive machines that you can do to decorate your clothing, your bags, and anything else that you might have. And I thought, you know what, in art materials we've had these things around a long time. They're really easy to use, they're creative. If you're an adult or a student, or you want to encourage a child to get involved and just play with some art materials to create their own design, these are great. So this happens to be from Speedball. This is their fabric and block printing kit. Block printing on fabric is actually really a lot of fun. You can create a lot of the things that they show. We do have an oil-based block printing ink, which will go on so many natural surfaces. I'm not sure about anything that's a nylon or anything like that. But, you know, if you want something where you can create your own design, as I say, it's really about creativity. I highly recommend you check out this Speedball kit. We do sell all the supplies separately in case you want to try something on its own and just, you know, play with it and see how it goes, but it's a really nice idea. This other kit that Speedball came out with, a little bit more advanced, and this is where you would create a design using your computer and then, you know, your templates, and then you would put it down and then print it. So another idea if you want to get involved with your computer. But again, you know, this is a great idea for someone who wants to just decorate their own thing. Of course, you can hand paint. I mean, there's lots of, you know, you can use fabric paint, acrylic paint if you want to decorate your own products that you have, your own bags, anything that you like, your own, you know, pencil cases, why not? I mean, as long as it'll adhere to the surface, go to it. You've got notebooks now that you can decorate and make your own cover. It's such a great idea, and it's nice to show your creativity, not only on the inside sometimes, but also on the outside. So these are some new things that we got in. Of course, I always get excited. You know that I'm left-handed, so I always like to point out things that we bring in for lefties, and lots of new colors, and it's been so much fun buying for this back to school. So of course, we got in these limited edition Puni Labo cases. They've been a huge favorite. There's a couple more that are not out here, but I ran out of space, so I'm only going to show you a few of them. And Puni Labo's been a favorite for adults and young people, so if you're looking for something really unique, a little different, these guys are just so cute. I think we all want to just collect them all. We also brought in, to add to the line, these are their keychains. We have scissors. They're really just so adorable and, you know, easy to keep clean. You know, it's not too expensive, so those are also kind of nice. I put out a selection of pencil cases. You can't go wrong with all these different pencil cases, you know, where to store your stuff. I'm sure we all have all kinds of unique ways to do it, but we carry some that are not too expensive, which is always important. We're always price conscious for items, and we want to make sure that things stay affordable. I put out a selection of pens, and I can show you just some of the new ones that we got in from Pitt. We have our tried and true favorites. You know, if you like color, the jelly rolls, these are fantastic. They didn't have these when I was in university, and I would have loved it. These are different colored highlighters from Zebra, so these are all amazing things to have. I certainly use them now in my office, and I love adding all these different colors to all my notes and things like that. If you're left-handed, I highly recommend the Saraza. Of course, they're great for anybody, but being left-handed, they dry fairly quickly, and so I never have a mess on my hand or on my paper, so recommending those. They're really nice as a gel. We just got in our shipment, so in Art Creations, we have all different colors, lots of colors. Oh my goodness, they're just so amazing. And I only grabbed two because there's just everything you can imagine. They also make a really great craft cover. So if you, again, like I said before, get a Posca, get midliners, your jellies, or anything that you want, you can decorate the covers of the craft ones. They come in all different shapes and sizes. We have them in store and on our website. Certainly something great to look at. We got an all our Rhodia, so anybody who's note-taking and doesn't know what to do. We just got in these Hanji books. These are new designs. I'm not going to unwrap them because honestly we find that once we unwrap these, we can't get the cover on as beautiful as before. These are really gorgeous. They're all, you know, wrapped. This is made by a sister company in Korea, and these are just beautiful, beautiful pads. The small ones are just like that, so they're perfect for your pocket, and again, they're just absolutely gorgeous. We also have these less expensive pads from Oasis. This is from Atoya, and the paper's kind of neat because I don't know if you can see it too well. It's not exactly lined, it's not exactly dotted, sort of to keep you in the straight and narrow. These run about $2.99, so for an interesting price point, and you can just use that with any kind of, you know, pen. Beautiful, beautiful paper for that. And of course, leaning over, we brought in all these new and colorful Look Term 1917 pads. So we have the soft cover ones, we have the card cover in all new colors. This happens to be a new color that they came out with. So is the lavender, all different sizes, grid, blank, lined, dotted. And these are just all have arrived now and all out. Beautiful, beautiful paper. So another thing that I wanted to show, which we just received, as I say, I was trying to save a couple things to sort of showcase for you near the end, and I wanted to show you, we just received these from Sennelier. We only brought in black and white, I believe, in these large format. We have, which is just behind me, the regular stock in the standard format, but I know there are some artists who really like to work large, and so we now have these. Now if I very carefully take one out, because literally I grabbed this from our receivers, so you can see by the size of how big it is by the size of my hand while it sits here. And again, this is the Sennelier oil pastels, really, really quite beautiful. And I'm sure once we give them to Philip, he'll find a really great spot in the display cases for them. And actually, I should tell you, I'm working on this gorgeous display case. I tend to cover it up. And one of our staff, Philip, does this amazing display of all kinds of product to show you. There's a lot of things we can't put just out on display. And he really, if you ever want to see absolutely beautiful product, come and check out this display case. If nothing else, tell Philip what a great job he does, because they are amazing and it always looks good. We did receive our RNF shipment. Again, it just came in, so anybody who's been waiting for RNF, we just got all of our stock in. Gamblin is on its way, and obviously we'll have more golden. Our stock is great, but there's still more things coming in. We're waiting for a canvas shipment. We can't get it quick enough, so thank you for your patience. But of course, I left the best, well, not the best, but something I know a lot of you are excited about. So Schminke, our shipment arrived, and they had come out with this new granulation colors. Last year there was a small introductory set. They've now added it to the line. We have all of them in stock, in open stock, but I wanted to open this box. As I say, I ordered this without even looking at it. So we'll see, is there a knife handy there so I don't make too much of a mess of this? See, I didn't even get that prepared because I knew I just wanted to do it for you while we're live. And I thought it would just sort of be fun just to see how it looks, you know, instead of preparing completely to show you how great it looks. And don't forget, students, always close your knife. We've had way too many accidents in here over the years with people wanting to see what a knife looks like when you take off the cover, and more than once we've had to take people to the hospital. Okay, so this is their new granulation set. The one I'm uncovering is the Glacier set. Okay, so that's the cover, that's the way it comes, just like that. And it comes in this really nice wood box. Sorry, I haven't even seen it, so there you go. That's the Glacier set in the wood box. So we have all the sets in stock, whether it's Volcano, Shire, Glacier, we've got Tundra, Forest. I'm sure there's one that I'm missing. So we have them all here. We also have all of the open stock in case you just want to order any of the, or see any of the large tubes. We do have dot cards that they've now made available with these colors. So that's going to be out. I think I have one, but you know what? They're packaged, so I'm not going to open it. So that's the dot cards that they've come out with the granulation colors, the full line. And we have these great brochures that we'll be able to give out to some of you so that you'll be able to see all of the colors that Schminke makes. There's some of the sets there on the back. We're going to be having the International Sales Manager for Schminke in our store in September. More details will follow on that because you'll be able to stop by and talk to them and ask any questions about Schminke products, see them, chatting about some of the products that we have here, which will be very exciting. Also from Schminke, we've received their more of their masking fluid, which was very popular. This one is called Neutral. We've brought in a couple others, which, as I say, I only grabbed a few things from our receiving department. I didn't want them to get too angry at me for borrowing too many things. So that's not really it. It's never really it for me to tell you about all the exciting things going on. Our suppliers are doing their best to make sure that we do get our supplies. There are still delays, so please be patient. Everyone is working really, really hard to make sure that all materials are accessible to you. There's, pigment delays, there's shipping delays, there's manufacturing delays, everything that you can imagine. COVID is still affecting all of that, but as I say, everyone is doing their best to make sure that everyone is accessible to art materials, which we believe is still extremely important. And I wanted to give a shout out. It's always interesting the way that you meet different artists. Michelle, does that show in the camera? So when I'm sure you remember, I mentioned that I was in Eastern Canada this summer. And when we were visiting Halifax, we were down by the waterfront or the wharf area, walking around, just checking out all the sites. And this young guy came up to us and said, "Are you a visitor here?" And of course we said, "Yes, we're just checking out Halifax for a few days." And he said, "I'd like you to have this postcard." And we got chatting with him. His name is Jamie Hamilton. He's actually in the Marines here in Canada. He's stationed out in the East Coast. He's from Halifax. And he wanted to do a painting. This was his first attempt of just showing he called it true patriot love. And so he's just a very proud young guy, young Canadian. And I just wanted to show that artists are everywhere. We all have creatives. We all express it in so many different ways. And the important thing is that we just continue to do it. So I wanted to end on that. Shout out to Jamie Hamilton from Halifax. So thank you very much for your card. I promised him that I would show it. So here it is for all of you to see. He doesn't have Instagram, so I encouraged him to set up an Instagram account. Again, if you like the way we do it here, and talking on Instagram, please like us, show us or tell us what you like. If there's a topic you'd like to hear, let us know. We'll certainly try and do that for you. I love talking about art materials. I've grown up with it. I haven't seen everything, I'll tell you that, because there's always something new that's coming out. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you're doing. Please keep on creating. I look forward to seeing you all next Tuesday for Art Talk Tuesday. Until then, have a great day, have a great week, and please keep on creating. Bye-bye for now.